Just before Hola Mahalla, Baba Thakur Singh came back from their tour. So I met them for the first time, sort of February, March.
What year was this, Giani ji?
2000.
Okay.
Sodhi ji took me to say, be England to aaya, and I remember they were doing exercise. And they were saying to Sodhi ji, tu bhi exercise karega, do this. And they was like twisting their arms, going for walks and those kind of things.
That's cool.
And obviously you're scared, you want something from them. People tell you little, that if they give you any fruit, take it, eat it, or give it to anyone else. You don't know what. It's a saintly kind of. And I remember I was in, like I said, so they're now, their rooms are below where I'm staying. So I'm thinking to myself now, I need to get up a little bit earlier. So we were getting up at like 3-4 o'clock anyway, in the morning to do that sort of whole process at that time. And now I'm thinking to myself, when I woke up, I remember once I woke up at 4 o'clock, everybody's already up with Babaji, and I'm thinking, I'm walking now with my kashera to the, and this doesn't look good. So I thought, right, okay, tomorrow I'm going 1 hour earlier. Because I tried that running as well, that 1 o'clock running for a while. I couldn't sustain the running. I used to run like 3 miles a day. 3 miles a day running. And I thought, I can't do that. And it takes a lot of energy. And then, because the food is very minimal anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
It would take a lot. It was in the hot days, so I thought, I can't do that. So, but then I think to myself, I'm thinking, tomorrow I'm going to have to get up a bit earlier. So I thought, part of it was a bit of ego, pride, arrogance inside myself, thinking I'll impress Babaji as well. I'll say, look, this guy's from England, he gets up early. Some of it was that. Some of it was, whatever it was. There's a bit of all of that. So I wake up at 3 o'clock. They're still all up. The next day I go 2 o'clock. So less Singhs are up, but there's still 3-4 Singhs up. Bani Pardeya. The next, Babaji's already up. They've already done Ishnan. So then I'm thinking, so I'm at 2 o'clock. So then I'll go 1 o'clock. 1 a.m. I wake up at 1 a.m. There's one person up with Babaji, that's it. Then the next day I thought like 12 o'clock. So if I go to sleep a couple of hours, 10 past 12, after 12 o'clock, fir aap Ishnan karange. And I went to do Ishnan, got back to my sort of room at about 12:30. Babaji was still up reading Parth themselves. So what I saw with them was if I was trying to impress them, they were always up. Whether if that was my motivation, if my motivation was that I want to show them, yeah, look, I'm getting up as well, they're still up as well. And they would never sleep. I mean, sometimes obviously when they came to England, people see they would lay with their lohi on top of them, and a Singh would be reading Gurbani 24/7. And if you think they're asleep, they're still awake, because they would tell you everything, what's going on, where the Bani's read wrong. And they were never asleep. I never saw them asleep. And so then I started, they started seeing me, I started seeing them. So we kind of got to know, that kind of thing. I went with them to Hola Mahalla. I was sat in the front cabin of the bus. They stopped the cabin, they come through and they said, "Galla nahi karniya, sare ne paath karna hai." So everything was about Bani. You couldn't speak in front of them. If you start speaking in front of them, Bani padho, gallan kato karte ho. It was all about immerse yourself in Gurbani. That's all it was about with them.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out the full podcast on our second channel, BOS TV.
And don't forget to like, share and subscribe.